Bro, I tell you what, have you watched the movie Leave the World Behind on Netflix with Julia
Don't even
Roberts
want to
and
talk
Ethan
about it.
Hawke?
Don't even want to talk about it, bro. That movie kept me fucking up at night.
Bro,
Like
me
it
too.
woke up. Like I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like fucking breathing heavy and like, oh my god, dude, like full on panic. Like not like, oh my god, scared the piss out of me.
That movie really affected me. For like, I remember I watched it with B1, and if you haven't watched this movie, I'll give you. I wrote this little synopsis to try not to blow it. Tell me what you think of this synopsis I wrote. A
Oh yeah,
synopsis.
good. I
Um,
can't wait.
I'll Leave the World Behind on Netflix. It's starring Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke. Leave the World Behind centers around a family from the city staying in a mansion Airbnb on the beach. When uninvited visitors knock on their door, letting them know there's been a blackout in the city, tension grows as they tension grows as they and the world around them begin to unravel. A chilling take on our current socio-political environment and how our own internal division could be our own undoing.
Bro, that's really good.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was pretty
That's
good
really
myself.
good.
Thank you.
Guys got a talent with the pen and the pad.
I thought it was pretty good myself. I can't read it, but I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
stumbled my way through it. But I wrote it. But anyway, so that's the synopsis of that movie. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. But that's really kind of vague about what it's
but it,
about. It's an
it's a
apocalyptic thriller.
dystopian, yeah,
Yeah.
dystopian type deal. It's
Uh,
a getting ready, like the beginning of the end of the world type of deal.
Yeah, and you have to. It's great. It's not like bombs and running from zombies kind of like apocalyptic movie. It's
Mm.
all cerebral,
It's a
and it is.
psychological thriller,
Yeah, it
and
takes you on
if
a
you
thrill
watch that
ride.
movie and it doesn't open your eyes to the state of which we live in things right now, then you need to go back to living under a rock because
Yeah,
that movie is the real deal.
it was so crazy. And did you know that Obama was produced that? His
He
production
know,
company was
yo,
part of that.
he knows something. He knows something, man.
That's no, dude. That's what makes it so crazy, man.
Yo, he knows
Uh,
something that we don't know.
So yeah, I mean, and have you? There's a new thing going around too, where all the ultra billionaires, like the Uber billionaires, like Bezos and Zuckerberg, they've now uncovered that those guys just started building these incredibly ridiculous bunkers. One of them, I think, is in
Oh, you
Hawaii.
you th- you
Um,
think that they just started building them?
well, no, it's just been uncovered that like one of them just are just started building a new one, I guess, and then another one just started building another one. So I'm sure they already have them somewhere, but they're building like new ones, I guess. So I don't know. It makes you think, makes you wonder what the fuck's going on, man.
Joe Rogan's got a fucking giant one in Austin.
I'm sure.
Everything, the whole world's gonna be dead, and he's still gonna figure out a way to podcast and tell people to use DMT, and everything's gonna be okay.
My cousin, my mom said that she talked to my cousin the other day. He's like our age. He's actually the one. Oh, he's a little bit younger than us. Maybe I don't know, 5 or 6 younger. Probably your age, actually. To be honest with you. How old are you?
37.
37. So he's probably around there, if I had to guess. My mom, when he went to visit them a couple of weeks ago, I was talking with him about the show, and I guess he watched our show, and he said, yeah, they're a lot like Joe Rogan. They just talk about their conspiracy theories and smoke their weed and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll take that. It's better than,
I'll take
what
that
I'm saying.
comparison.
I'll take it. It works for me. It was a very popular show, so we'll take it. So
Yeah.
just got to eventually get some funny comics on eventually. We'll try to get there eventually. But yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix now, and even if you don't have Netflix, I'd say it's worth the 1 month subscription just for that movie. I mean, it really is.
It
It's
is.
one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. That scene with the kid when he wakes up, when he's sick,
Oh my god.
dude, I just sat there going, if that was my kid, I'd be freaking out, screaming, just stop.
That
Stop! Like
was.
I was screaming it
Oh
in the
my
house, like I was
god,
screaming it at the
dude.
TV.
I thought it was like a night terror or like.
Oh,
And then I
it
was
was
like,
so
what
crazy.
the
I was
fuck?
just screaming, "Stop it!" And all I could see is like my own kid doing this. And I'm like, "No, just stop!" After the first one,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah,
Ah,
Jesus.
and if you haven't seen it, you'll know once you watch it, you know exactly what we're talking about. So sorry if you feel
Yeah.
left out, but it's a great movie. I highly recommend it. So five stars. Let's see here.
What about Rebel Moon? Did you check out Rebel Moon?
I did not watch Rebel Moon. I gotta be honest with you, I feel like it's a mix of Dune and Star Wars, and I'm not feeling really too high on it right now. Did you watch it?
It is. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I like Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
I
was
like
it?
the way he shoots things. He's real artistic, and it looked really good the way it was shot. I mean, pretty generic space storyline.
Yeah, one of those. Okay, I had a feeling. I didn't think it was going to be too exciting. I probably will end up watching it.
Worth the watch, not worth getting Netflix for.
Well, that's exactly what it is. Is B1. She comes over. The only time I can watch Netflix is when she comes over because she can cast it from her phone to my TV. Because I can't do the password thing anymore and so I'm not paying for it. So,
it's ridiculously expensive now, isn't it? Like $17 a month, $20 a month.
I think if you want HD or 4K, yeah, it's really expensive. So, yeah, I think I probably won't watch Rebel Moon anytime soon because she's not going to watch that with me. But you know what I did watch? You know who might be able to save the world, Mikey? Reacher.
Bruh, that guy is on all the juice.
I love it. I might have a new man crush, Mikey.
All the fucking juice.
He might have usurped Zac Efron as my new man crush. My God, dude, when that scene where he took his shirt off in his hotel room, I went, holy shit. And I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know if I've seen the shirtless scene yet. I mean, I'd remember it. Obviously, I'd be talking to you about it.
I actually looked down and went, did something move? What the hell? Jesus, this guy is hot. But no, there was a hot chick in the scene. No, this dude is seriously, he is on, you're right. This guy, because he was big last year. He is enormous this year.
So much bigger. I remember my father, because my father's real into shows like that and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just saw the trailer for Reacher. He was like, the guy's so much bigger than he was last year. And I remember telling my father, I was like, dude, how can a guy like that physically cannot get big?
That's a shitty picture. It's kind of blurry, but here's that's you can kind of tell. I mean,
God damn.
This is a massive.
Adonis.
Right? Seriously. The guy is out of control, gigantic. I said to Brittany today, I go, why didn't they cast this guy as Superman? I go, he's got the build. He's tall enough. Dye his hair black and clean him up a little bit, and he's going to look just like Superman. And she goes, nah, jawline's not right. I was like, what? I go, he's got a sharp
jawline. I think that would actually work.
He's got this perfectly chiseled jawline. I was like, you're crazy. Here's actually this dude's jawline. You're telling me this right here isn't a good Superman jawline? Look at that shit.
Oh, dude. It's superhero jawline all day.
Right. Now, he does have a little bit he's squinting and trying to look tough there. So he doesn't have that kind of Superman kind of boyish. I don't know if he could pull off Clark Kent.
There's no boyish charm. No, I don't think he could either.
Yeah, so that might be the problem. Now, you put a black cowl over this guy's face.
He's just got the deep voice and everything.
Yeah, and he's kind of dumb. Oh wait, Batman's
not
dumb.
He is
dumb. No, this guy, it is funny. No, his character's not dumb, but I don't know, he could be one of the smartest guys in real life. But sometimes the way
it's like, yeah, dude, the way he talks and the way he reads the lines and everything like that, it just seems like, yeah, he's like Meathead.
A little bit. But he's believable in the character enough that I have to say, the first couple episodes, like the first episode hooked me again because I loved last season. First episode was great of this one. And then I was like, got a little slow for a couple of them. And then now it heated back up for this last episode that I just watched. So I am looking forward to the next one, Mikey. What are you on, 1 or 2?
I think I fell asleep in episode 2. Wait, you talking about, seasons? Season 2.
Oh, you're on episode 2 though, season 2?
Yeah, I fell asleep during it.
Yeah, it was a slow episode. That's why. It got a little slow. But all right, guys. I do have
Nugget Man coming in hot, gifting 10 memberships right now.
But before that, I got to give Brad L a little bit of love. Brad put in, Mikey should bake the cheese over the Snickers and eat it. No, got to be raw. It's got to be raw. That's because remember, that's how Betsy, my stepmom, would put it. She would just lay it raw right on top of the scrambled eggs, and the whatever heat was on the eggs was all that we would get to melt it, and it did not melt at all.
It would be dope to throw it in the broiler for like 30 seconds.
It's another dumb show. Okay, now we're breathing. What's up, baby? What's happening? Welcome to another Dumb Show. I'm another Dumb Show host. Thank you for joining me on issue number, what are we on, 157 tonight? I'm so happy to have you all with me. We're wrapping up the year here on another Dumb Show. Well, I don't know. We might do something for New Year's. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But hey, this is the last official Friday show of 2023. I hope you've had a great 2023. By the way, you can always call into the show, 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. If you don't have that saved into your phone yet, I mean, what are you waiting for? Even if you watch on your phone, you can pause the show for a sec, give us a call. Like I said, 844-HIT-DUMB. I was like the end of the year, man, so I'm just trying to, I figure we do Open Lines America today. I was wondering what everybody's biggest regrets were of the past year, or what your most exciting moments were of the last year. So yeah, give us a call, 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. Don't forget, you can always follow me and the show at Another Dumb Show. And my main man Mikey is here. What's up, dude? How are you?
What's up, buddy? How you doing today, man?
Good. Yeah, tilt that bad boy down. There we go. That was like way too much headroom. Tilt that sucker down. Yeah, it's,
yep.
If you're gonna lean back, tilt her down. That way it's not too much. Because when you lean back, it's like way too much headroom there. We look goofy when we go to our go to our two box if you're too far back. But hey, welcome. How are you? What's going on, dude?
Good, man. Good. I'm
Good.
Sleepy today, man. I thought I would thank God a friend of mine called me, woke my ass up about 25 minutes ago.
You were sleeping earlier when I called you too.
And here we go again. Oh, I don't even.
You're blowing up right now.
Work. Hang on. Yeah,
oh boy. All right, Mikey's got to take a work call. That means Mikey's back on call. Oh man, I hope Mikey doesn't have to leave on the. Let me turn his mic off on the last show of the night of the year, other than potential New Year's show. So that would be very disappointing. Let's see. Jeremy says he's pulling a dumb fuck 2022 move for the end of his 2023. Yes. If you'll remember, at the end of 2021, going into 2022, I do believe I had a big, long, drunken Instagram post that I think I ended it with "You do you" in 2022, I believe is what it was, or something like that. And this year's mine was I'm gonna do me in 2023. So hey, yeah, infamous dumb stuff. I hope, like I said, you guys all had a great day today. Had a nice day, just kind of chilled out, got some work done. Let's see here. What did I have here to talk about? I just closed my thing out. Oh, I was going to wanted to start off by talking to Mikey about some football, but I do have some comments here that I wanted to read. So let's do that. Let me pull up these comments here. Let's see. There's been a few of them kind of catching up here. Let's see. I'm trying to catch them all here. All right. So I have one from Tyler. He says, great show. Go Browns. Wacko for Flacco. That was after last night's show, and we did a Thursday night football watch party. I have a comment here from David, who's commenting on an old episode, issue number 65. David commented on, we had talked in that episode about we talked about there was a Burger King, I think somewhere, that was doing an all American cheese sandwich, which was just piled up like 50 slices of American cheese on one sandwich. And David said, no way, who the fuck would eat that disgusting ass cheeseburger, all cheese cheeseburger? What the fuck? I agree. That was fucking nasty and disgusting. Um, and let's see here. Oh, Robert, he hit on a bet last night because of those Browns, and I am actually did the same. I nailed on an $80 bet last night, so I'm back in business, baby. I've been on a horrible losing streak, and then I decided, you know what? I shouldn't bet anymore. I'm not very good at this. I'm on a really bad losing streak here. Maybe I stop betting. And then last night I said to myself, you know what? You're not so bad at betting. You're just on a bad run. You got a no sweat bet to use. Why not use a no sweat bet and try to win a quick 50? So I did. I threw down that quick $10 and I ended up pulling a quick $80 holla. So I am very excited about that. My betting losing streak ended, and I am now on to kicking ass once again. So let's see here. We'll skip football for a minute until we find out what's going on with Mikey. Now, I do have a story that has kind of gone. There's not a lot going on right now because we're at the end of the year. It's just kind of how it goes with the news. All the news people. If you ever watch any of your favorite shows, you'll notice it's all the fill-in people handling everything right now. So all the reporters and all the good journalists, they're all out on vacation right now. So we're just getting small drips of weird bits of news. But there's one kind of story that has really gained a lot of attention, or one person who's gained a lot of attention. And we talked about her a few weeks ago when she was getting ready to be released from prison, and now it's official. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has been released from prison. If you don't remember who Gypsy Rose is, she is the girl who, she was imprisoned for orchestrating the murder of her abusive mother. She had a guy that she was with, an autistic guy or something. I believe he's on the spectrum, maybe Asperger's or something. I can't remember exactly what he had, but this Nicholas Godejean guy, I think was his name. He murdered Gypsy Rose's mom after Gypsy Rose essentially, in my opinion, groomed him to murder her mom. And oh, real quick, by the way, before I keep going with that Gypsy Rose stuff, I do have a quick update. I forgot. After the break tonight, we'll take a little bit early break tonight, and then we come back from break tonight. One of the league members is going to attempt Mikey's McDonald challenge. I can't believe I forgot to bring this up at the beginning of the show. I think I get distracted when Mikey had to take off there. But yes, we have Mikey's McDonald's challenge that we do. It is something that I think my time was 17-18 or 18-17. I can't remember. We'll have to confirm when Mikey comes back. But we are going to have a league member try Mikey's McDonald's challenge live tonight after the break tonight. So make sure you stick around. I think we're going to do that probably around a little after 8:15-ish, something like that. So if you got something you need to get it done now. That way you have time. You can just sit back, relax, and see if Brad can beat my time in Mikey's McDonald's challenge. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard, she got out of prison finally after being in there. I can't remember how long she's been in for, or what she was actually in for, but she is out, and she has posted a selfie already. She's got an Instagram account all set up for herself, and she she has. You see, Mikey's not here yet. But so she has decided to become a social media influencer already. She has, well, when B1 and I were talking about this earlier, she had 1.2 million followers. That was around 2 o'clock this afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock. And then, so we talked about that. Then I got home and I started doing some prep. And by the time I got back around 5 o'clock, she had 2.2 million followers. Now, I don't know what she's up to now. Oh, Mikey's back. What's up, dude?
What's up? First selfie of freedom. What the fuck?
So she's out. You know who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is, right? You remember this girl?
No,
the girl
never heard of her.
Oh, I guarantee you've heard of her. So she is the girl who her mother, Gypsy Rose has Munchausen by proxy syndrome, because her mother made her think she had all kinds of different ailments her whole life. Everything from cancer to so many different ailments that you can't even keep up with them. Now, the reason that's a crazy story in itself. Where the
Yeah.
story gets even crazier is this Gypsy Rose. She started going online while her mother would be passed out, and she met this guy named Nicholas. I'm pretty sure it was Nicholas Godejohn. It was the guy's name. Anyway,
I vaguely remember the story already, but keep going.
that's right. She basically talked him into killing her mom so they could escape together and go live together, and she wouldn't have to live the life that this mom is, this horrible existence that she's living
Escape
under.
the trauma that she was living. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of this warped mom's control. So this happened in 2015, and it's Nicholas Godejohn. He came into their house. They lived in Springfield, Missouri, and he stabbed 48-year-old
It
Dee
was a
Dee.
lot.
What's that?
It was a lot of times he stabbed her, wasn't it?
I actually don't remember the answer to that.
Oh,
Gypsy.
Okay. If it didn't list it, then I want. For some reason, I was remembering in my head that it was like 20, 30 times.
Either that or it was
insane.
it was like a huge knife or something like that. Now that you mention it, I think there was some sort of, either there were a lot of wounds or it was like a really large, there's something with the knife in that story.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's like I said, it's vaguely triggering something in my mind.
Right on. So she's out, Mikey, and I find the whole situation with her now, she's got a book deal. She's going to obviously start being on all sorts of different talk shows and everything like that. And she's going to be just making all kinds of money off of this. I'm sure she's already making money.
So,
they started a documentary.
Conspiracy to commit murder, and she did less than 5 years of jail time, and she's out.
That's correct.
What about this Nick kid? Is he in jail forever, or is he
I
getting
believe
out soon too?
Let's see. I believe he is Nicholas Godejohn. Let's put the sentence in. Let's see. Life in prison. He's
Okay, so
in prison.
At least he got life
without possibility of parole either. So he's going to be in forever. And I got to be honest with you. I really feel like she's just as much responsible, even though she didn't hold the knife and do the stabbing. The fact that she's out after 5 years is ridiculous. I mean, she's just as responsible for this. It really is. And
yes, she didn't do it, but she definitely manipulated the hormones of a teenage boy to get her to do what she wanted.
Absolutely. I'm not happy. Lady Di says, and we're happy she's out. No, I don't think she should be out at all. I'm actually disgusted by the whole situation, especially now that she's going to be financially gaining off of the death of her mother and what she did to this poor kid.
School shooter that's on TikTok.
Oh yeah, we talked about that guy. The one that he didn't kill anybody, but I think he wounded a few students or something like that. So it wasn't like one of the
somebody in the leg, like it completely like fucked their leg up with a scattershot shotgun.
Yeah. So, by the way, do you have to go to work? You good to go?
No. I got a technician that was out in the field working on something.
Oh, perfect. Good stuff. All right, great. So,
yeah.
I honestly don't know because she's actually gone so far as to, she is, like I said, she's got a book deal. They started putting together a documentary about her while she was in jail. It was a whole, I guess she ties married in jail. And let's see, I think I actually have her and her husband walking so we can see these weirdos. So, so this guy who, if you look at him, he's a weird looking ass dude anyway. And any of these people who, I will never understand these jailhouse romances. It is so odd. It's so odd. I will never understand how these people get into this or why they would. But here are the two of them. Here's Gypsy Rose and her husband walking.
What's good?
Got these new shoes.
They look great. Do you have any plans?
Lots of them.
Kill your mom.
Anything specifically?
Nope.
All right.
So her husband's already answering questions for her. That's good. But yeah, she's
what a fucking loser couple.
I know. See that big fat dude, big fat piece of shit, and he's like, I'm gonna go. So he's just as bad too, because he's taking it. And, well, who knows? Who knows what this girl, if she's gonna manipulate this guy into doing something?
They're gonna end up killing his mom next.
But now I'm not torn at all about this. B1 and I kind of argued a little bit about this earlier, and she goes, I don't know. I kind of feel like her mom, this is learned behavior from her mom, and I'm like, yeah, but she knows what her mom did was wrong. So for her to turn around and basically do the same thing, just in a different way to this kid,
learned behavior is not. She didn't learn how to murder somebody.
you're right.
Like,
She
there's
learned how to
different levels to there are different levels of the egregiousness of their crimes.
She learned how to manipulate. You know what I mean? That's what she learned how to do, and she
Yeah.
did it to that kid. And Secret ADS Mod says, I'm wondering how she's getting away with profiting because of the Son of Sam law. I thought the Son of Sam law only applied to the actual murderer themselves. I don't know enough about that law, but she's
I don't even know
got a
what
book
that
deal.
law is.
She's married now, got a book deal. Maybe stuff's going in that guy's name. Who knows? Maybe they figured out some sort of workaround for it. But I find her to be. Brittany said she's actually kind of attractive. I was like, "What are you nuts? Like, who does? Look at this picture, tell me who she looks like to you when you look at this picture. She look like anybody we know who might spend a lot of time in a hospital."
I graduated from here.
Little tiny shoes, exactly. I was trying not to be a jerk about it, but I was like, I don't know.
Got that for sure frumpy look.
But yeah, here's another picture of her big. Oops, shit. Whoops, I closed it. My bad. Here's another picture of her goober husband who married some weird lady in jail. So. I don't understand the whole situation. I'll never understand the jailhouse romances, but hey, maybe he's looking to cash in on the whole thing and doesn't think that she'll end up stabbing him, but I don't know, man.
She'll get somebody to stab him. She's not the stabber.
What is the first thing outside of getting high you would do when you got out of rehab or jail? Rehab you said was actually kind of like Club Med a little bit. You said they took care of you, ate good, and all that stuff. So,
yeah, dude.
like this girl,
Yeah,
and the
when
reason
it got
I
to the
asked,
point, like day 30, like when you count down the days until you're ready to go. But then on like the last day, when they're like, "All right, Mike, time to pack up and go," you're like, dude, man, I don't want to go.
so yeah, that's what I was saying. If you were locked up in jail, what's the first thing you would want to like get out and eat or drink? Because I would immediately want like a Coke Zero or a Diet Pepsi. That would be my first thing.
For me, I mean, you said other than smoking, it's gonna have to be a vape.
Yeah, that doesn't count. No, I'm thinking more along the lines like a comfort thing, like you would get your Utz cheese balls.
You're talking about a fucking my pacifier that.
Well, about beside your Nook.
Probably, dude, it'd have to be food, especially if it's jail or prison. Because, like I said, the food was good quality at where I was at before. But I'd imagine the first thing I'd want is like a fucking hot slice of pepperoni pizza.
You think so? Okay,
Yeah,
that's a good one. I like that.
Smoke.
I don't think that. Did they let you? Because I'm assuming they'll let you drink shitty coffee in prison. I don't think they let you drink pop. Do they?
They might not give you any They don't give you any caffeine at all. Why would they give you any type of?
Oh, so they give you shitty decaf coffee, probably. I don't know.
Even if they give coffee, like the coffee machine and the coffee like dispensers and everything like that were a very big point of contention in rehab. Like guys would fight over the coffee. They would be stashing like coffee packets in their room for their own flavor, and then when it come time to like put the pods in, like they're flat little hockey puck looking pods,
like
they
in the
would
hotel,
throw like 3 or 4 of them in there to try to get espresso out of it and break the machines,
and then everybody be all pissed off.
Animals can't be trusted with that shit.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what happens with Gypsy Rose, and we'll have to monitor her to see if she keeps out of trouble. And I'm sure we're going to see plenty of her. She's going to be all over the news here. I think I looked to see who she followed, and she's following a bunch of book publishers and all the ladies on The View. So I'm assuming that we're probably going to be seeing a lot of her on The View. If you're a View person, you can catch up on Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Um,
I can't believe the news shouldn't even give this woman any fucking type of attention.
Brittany was obsessed with this story. For whatever reason, she loved it. She couldn't get enough of about this girl, and then any documentary that came out afterwards. Yeah, she was obsessed with it. It was really weird to me. Because I don't get too wrapped up in true crime stuff. What, man? So I try not to. Like I just kind of go, it goes in one ear, not the other, because I can't do anything about it. I can't solve the crime. Like I know there's YouTubers out there, like that's their thing. They're crime solvers, and some of them do it like
the cold cases of the world.
But like there's the people who are actually out there physically doing things, like those echo diver guys who like they have a YouTube channel who fish out those cars. They just found another car. I just saw a news story. They found a car. They were flying a drone around in an area where a person went missing, and for like, I don't know, 20 years or something like that. They hovered over a lake with the drone, and the drone was able to, the water just happened to be clear enough that day. They were able to catch a shot of a car at the bottom of the lake. So they dove in, and then they called the police, and they fucking pulled the car out of the lake, and now they have some clues to what at least happened, where the car was, and all that stuff.
That is so wild.
So I mean, there's YouTubers out there actually doing stuff, other than us just sitting here jerking off and smoking weed.
Hey,
there's.
I don't jerk off.
You're right. That's only me. I forgot about that. Mikey's your testosterone's not working anymore. You busted it all.
I don't know.
Do you think?
What the fuck's wrong with me?
Do you think it was the testosterone that was the problem, or do you think you're just hitting an age where shit's just not working the right way, or you think you maybe got to beat it?
It's not even. Dude, it's not even that it's not working. It's like I still wake up with hard-ons every morning and everything like that.
Just not horny?
I'm not horny enough to give it a tuggaroo.
That's so weird to me. It's almost like I can't go to
because for years I was always had to be daily.
Yeah, right before little knock it out before bed. It's just like
it's usually me right before a nap or in the shower after I get home from work or something like that. It was
in
always
the shower.
Like right there.
In the shower?
Yeah.
Were you doing this with the water off? I would hope. You can't do that in the shower. That shit turns into glue.
What? No.
You end up you get between your toes.
What are you, a dribbler, not a shooter?
But it's still, there's always a little dribble, no matter what. No matter what, when you shoot, there's always a little.
No, you aim for the fucking.
Oh man, this is amateur hour. This is amateur hour, Mikey. Nobody does it in the shower. No guys do it in the shower. Everybody knows you don't do it in the shower. Sex is even bad in the shower. It's great in the movies, but it sucks in the shower you got.
I don't mind sex in the shower.
Oh, it's the worst sometimes. It can be great, and then other times it can be the worst. But I think I've had one good sex in the shower, and the rest of them were all just the real.
Oh, man, me and my ex used to. I mean, that's when we used to have our sneaky time.
Well, yeah, you guys have to do that. You'd sneak. That's the really only way you could sneak it.
Yeah. So we became shower expertises. Experts.
All right. All right. Well, maybe you're just getting old, Mikey. I don't know, but somebody who is getting old, and I'm sure can still has a big, giant hard on is Joe Flacco. Holy crap! What a performance last night from old Joe. I was so impressed. That's right. That's what we'll call him. The Cleveland Browns. If you guys were not, obviously the whole town knows, everybody's going crazy, but. Last night, the Cleveland Browns kicked some ass last night, 37-20 over the New York Jets. Cleveland Browns clinching a playoff spot.
309. First time in 33 games the Jets have allowed a fucking 300-yard passer.
Is that so? I didn't realize that. Well, Joe Flacco, he did break a record last night where he joined 4 or 5 other quarterbacks, one of them being Kirk Cousins. In a few statistical categories, but one of them was he became the first quarterback in NFL history to have at least 250 passing yards and multiple touchdowns in each of his first 5 games with a new franchise. So that's just crazy off the charts shit right there. Nobody's ever done what Joe Flacco is doing with the Cleveland Browns right now.
Shit, so. Flacco hasn't even done what Flacco's done in Flacco's career.
That is for sure. And then you saw there Njoku, who had amazing night last night. 6 catches, 34 yards. And boy, he was rumbling all over. It was great.
Dude, you guys are hitting stride at the right time, dude.
Talk about
Because
it.
the Browns are going to be a scary team, dude. A
Yep.
run game that's actually working pretty well, a defense that's stout, a quarterback that manages the game, teams that's winning the turnover battle. The only spot where you guys suck is kicking.
Yeah, well, that's because our kicker's hurt. If we had our kicker,
Oh, yeah, I
we'd be
forgot
fine.
you guys are on backup kickers and shit like that.
Yeah, just one backup kicker, and I think even a backup punter right now. Both of them have pulled hamstrings, so we need to work on the stretching here with the team. So, before we get into the rest of the AFC and NFC playoff picture and our picks for this week, I do have sitting on hold one Curious George. Curious George, you're on another dumb show. What's up, dude?
Good evening, guys. How are you?
I'm wonderful, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got one quick question I was just kind of curious about. It's for
Sure.
both you and Mikey. So I'm curious. I know you guys both have been on many dates with girls and stuff like that, but since the very first date, have you ever gone out with somebody all the way up to tonight? What would you say is the one best date that you ever had, and what did you do?
Ooh, good question. Mine jumps out. It's pretty easy and obvious. B1 and I went to Marble Room downtown Cleveland, and we got like the celebrity treatment from them. They were bringing us all. It was for her birthday, and they were just treating us like celebrities. It was awesome. They're bringing us all kinds of free foods to try and all these weird stuff that wasn't even on a menu, stuff we weren't even asking for.
Tasting menu. Oh shit.
Oh, they were just bringing out all kinds of different things. And that's actually happened to us at a couple different restaurants, which is kind of weird. But this time it was because, I mean, this restaurant is just outrageously expensive and nice downtown. But it was one of the most amazing experiences as far as a date night goes, I'd say. Very memorable for me. I'm assuming she remembers it too. I would think it was probably one of her best memories, I think. But as far as the dates we've gone on,
And that was like one of your guys' first dates?
no, that was like probably one of our last really nice ones we went on for her birthday a couple of years ago.
Were you asking for first date experiences or just best date experience in general?
Best date ever. Best experience
Okay.
ever, from the very first one you ever had till tonight. Ever. Just one.
Man, it ended horribly. It started off so fucking fun, dude.
Does that count as a good date or a bad date?
I don't know. I mean, on like the flip side, it got me to like a rock bottom where I got sober.
Oh
It's
boy.
horrible that I'm thinking about this being my best experience or best date. But dude, going to Nashville on a whim was kind of fun.
Oh, so yeah, you went with a girl on a trip to Nashville and you guys just had a really great time and then she lost her mind.
For the most part. And then I lost my mind and it ended horribly. Yeah, man, I can't think of any other date experiences that are like one of a kind or unique that stick out. That's definitely one that
Our trip
jumps off the page at you.
Our trip to Nashville was awesome. I mean, we definitely had an amazing time. Her and I, anytime we go do stuff, we always seem to have a really great time. You know what?
That's good.
I tend to take that. I might have to I might have to take back my answer. I think it's going to have to probably be our dinners in Mexico. When we went to Mexico for the Ellen trip, they knew that she had won all that money and everything. So they kept inviting us back. Like we went one night, then they invited us back to come the next night. And then they were like, all right, if you come back tomorrow night, we'll make it even more worth your while. And they set up a little table for us out on a dock by ourselves on like a little jutting, surrounded by all this foliage and just the canal going through underneath us. And all these tiki torches and all this stuff lit up around us, and just an outrageous amount of comp food. Same idea, tasting menu, bringing up stuff that's not on the menu. They went and got me. I think it was a 60-year-old tawny port. I mean, it was just outrageously old. So yeah, I would say now that in hindsight, I don't know how I didn't mark that as number one. That was amazing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing. You've had a lot better dating experiences than I've had for sure.
Well, we've been fortunate that we've had some pretty cool stuff happen, and if the way my money comes in, it'll come in big chunks a lot of times, so we can sometimes afford to go hit up a nice restaurant at times. So, yeah, and that's my guilty pleasure. I love steakhouses.
Fine dining. Yeah, you're
Fine
a fine
dining.
dining.
I love it, man. I feel like even if I don't belong there, I just pretend that I do and have a great time and spend more money than I'm supposed to and just enjoy the experience because it's something everybody has to do. If you haven't gone to a fine dining like steakhouse or anything like that, you have to save up and go do it. You have to do it. It's so awesome.
I'm gonna have to do it solo dolo because I ain't wasting no money on a lady to do it.
You need to go find yourself a sugar mama, Mikey. You look like you could handle a cougar that could take care of you.
I can. And you're such a good writer, bro. You know what? I'm gonna end up making a dating profile, and you're gonna write my bio for me.
All right, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. George, anything else?
Originally, just you said something in the first date. You're like, yeah, we got treated like celebrities. So that got me thinking. Celebrity in Cleveland, you're kind of well known. Not by a lot of people, so kind of considered as sort of like a celebrity. Were you ever in a situation like you were at a date and like maybe the manager or something like, oh my God, dumb dude, this way, dude, and give you like a special treatment or hey, look, dessert's on us, dumb, thank you. Anything like that where you got treated differently?
Yeah, that's happened a few times. Yeah, I would say a couple handfuls of times probably. Yeah, it's been nice. We've been fortunate that, and we didn't. It's because it's a pigs get fat or hogs get slaughtered kind of attitude about it. You know what I mean? Because then, in that case, then I always. You never heard that phrase before? Pigs get fatter, hogs get slaughtered.
I'm
so
trying to figure it out in my head.
Basically, the pig you eat so much, but if you keep eating, you turn into a hog and you get slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? You can eat like
so don't take advantage.
Exactly. So in those cases, we always ended up tipping more. I kind of try to tip for whatever I was getting for free almost. So I would go to the server. So you end up looking good in the end. And then that was one of the things on the old show. They would pound in our heads. Don't take free stuff. Don't ask for free things. Don't try to use your minimal bit of notoriety to get things. So we didn't. You know what I mean? I really didn't. And so when it happened, it was always a really nice surprise. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely. Nice little perk of the job. It evens out after the sandpaper slip and slide.
Oh, ouch.
I guess. A couple free desserts. I don't know if that makes up for the nothing.
It was worth the tiramisu.
Yeah. Oh, God, no way. All right, George. What about you? What's your best date experience?
Best date for me was I'm a huge UFC fan, and my first ever event was at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, right after the Arnold Schwarzenegger Expo. And that was the surprise. It's like, look, we're coming back. We're going to Nationwide Arena. I go, for what? And then it was like, oh, my God, tickets. And it was not front row. It was kind of in the middle. But I got to watch my very first UFC event. So instead of me always treating and always going out to what she wants to do and all that, she actually treated for me. And this was before the squirter. It was like a long time ago. So that was a blast to get to see UFC. Sorry, Dumb. So sorry. I one more and I'm done. And then I'll hang up immediately because I know everybody hates it.
I got a question for you, George.
All right, Mikey's got a question for you, George. Go ahead, and then you can ask.
I want to know what was the UFC event? Which card was it? Who was the main event you got to see?
Oh, you'll love this one. Tim Sylvia versus Randy Couture. When Randy came out of retirement,
wow, you
Tim
went a long time ago.
5 straight rounds. That one.
Wow.
Oh my God! It was.
Wow,
I
you
got
get to see a
goosebumps right
legend.
now. Is when Randy hit him for the first time. Tim Sylvia fell down, and the entire arena went nuts. 5 rounds. Randy went against Tim Sylvia.
Oh wow, dude, that's awesome.
No, I would not have pegged. I would not have pegged Curious George as a UFC guy. You're just so kind of.
I would have thought too violent and very well mannered.
I'll be damned. That's pretty cool. Good. It's interesting.
Got tons of autographs.
This guy's an onion. This guy's an onion, Mikey. You're so many layers.
We gotta
Curious
keep
George.
peeling them layers, George.
That's right. Okay, what's your next question, George?
Okay, so of all the dates you guys both have gone on, did the person that you were dating, did they ever do anything like sexy at the table? You know, some people like, you know, hey, look under the table and their underwear is off, or let me come back and they come back and their bra is off, or anything sexy like look under the table and all of a sudden their legs are spread and they're nude. Like
No,
anything sexy while you're out eating?
nah, it kills me. I always wished B1 would be into doing that kind of stuff, but I think she's so worried about like public image of her people, or like the public opinion of her, that I think she just wouldn't do anything like that, because like God forbid somebody saw that, and I don't think she wants people to think she's slutty, so she doesn't want to do, so she doesn't do that kind of stuff for some reason. I don't get it, and I'm like, well, just be slutty for me.
She's a lady out in public.
That's true. Lady where it counts, and not where and not a lady where it counts as well. So
Yeah, I like that. That's my favorite saying. I like
yeah. Lady in street freaking sheets. There you go. So Mikey, do you have an answer? Did any of your exes do that kind of crazy stuff at tables, or?
Yeah, dude. Actually,
Really?
one time in my last relationship, dude, when we went out to dinner one time, she was like, "I got a surprise for you," and I was like, "What?" And she had one of them.
No way. A remote vibe?
Yeah, dude, one of the little rabbits, the bullet, and she's like, "Here, download here. Here's the Love Sense remote app. Download it, and then you just go find device, and as soon as it connects, dude, she just went."
That's so awesome. I've asked B1 if she'd be down for that, and she kind of like faintly said she might be a little bit, and then never came through with it at all. So.
We only did it one time in public. She kept trying to turn it off, but she gave me complete control, so I turned that bitch back on. Wing, wing, wing.
So did you do it like when she was trying to order her food, and she's like, I'll have that with extra salt or whatever?
I did it not when she was trying to order food or nothing like that.
Oh, so that would.
But I did it like when she was like holding the door for somebody or just randomly walking, and just like that.
Oh.
It would look like when a guy's walking and trying to get her balls unstuck from our legs. She was a little stanky leg.
That's pretty good. I would love to do that. That's fun stuff. So,
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
pretty hot.
Hopefully, well, maybe one of these days B1 will come around. George, I wish you a happy new year. I don't know if
Same to you guys.
yeah, I appreciate all your calls, man, and thank you for all the support and for being a fan, my dude. And I will talk to you soon.
Yep, later. Bye.
All right, bro, later. Let's see here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I do see a couple. Becky asks, when was the last time you went on a date? I don't know, probably sometime last year. We haven't gone out on an actual date. If you count going out with my boys on dates.
That's one of the things that you want to do, though. That was like, you wanted to go out in public with her and go back out on dates and stuff and started dating again. That's one of the things you talked about back in like September.
That is true, but again, she's still not ready for any of that kind of stuff, I don't think. She really isn't. And neither of us have exactly an exorbitant amount of cash right now, so we're just kind of like, let's just chill at home and hang out with each other. I think if we both had a bunch of cash, we'd be like, yeah, I know if I had a bunch of cash, I'd be trying to take her out to nice places and stuff, just because that's how I roll. Who knows where like I said, who knows what's going to happen. But hey, we might be doing something right. I do have a video here, real quick. And I won't spend the whole night on me and B1 by any means, because we got to get our picks in before we take the break, because Brad's going to be doing the Mikey's McDonald's challenge tonight. So.
Is it official Tishel?
Oh yeah, he's doing it for sure. Yep, he's going to do it after we're going to take a break here in about 10 minutes, and then after the break we'll come back and Brad's going to do it. So, but I have this quick clip. I don't know. George just called me a celebrity. Maybe I'm living life like a celebrity right now. Cameron Diaz was on some podcast. You remember Cameron Diaz? Remember when she used to be an actress and do stuff?
My first thought was you were just gonna be like, show a picture of her, and I'm just trying to hope to God she doesn't look like a fucking purse that's been sitting out in the sun for.
I don't know
6
if
years.
this is a newer picture of her. I don't know. This is a stock picture. It's from TMZ. They just threw a stock picture up on this. So I don't have an actual video of her. I just have audio of her.
I thought it was a picture of her on that podcast.
It might be. I actually don't know. But she doesn't look. Well, there's the shot of her. I mean, she doesn't look horrible.
Not bad.
Actually, doesn't look like she got too much work done. Maybe a little bit, not a
She
lot
looks
to look like.
Howard the Duck, though.
All those ladies, I all get the lip fillers these days. I'm fine with it. I like nice big plump lips. You know what they're good for, so plump them up, girls. But she comments about, I've talked in the past about how B1 and I are living separately seems to work better for us. I've talked about I think Jay Moore and his wife, the comic and actor Jay Moore, it works for them.
It was well, obviously it didn't work for us, but
yeah, it didn't work for you guys. But that's a different situation. Your situation ended up not working out because of a lot of different circumstances. And
other than that, the living separately was really good for us.
Yeah, you just weren't ready to be a stepdad, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, but maybe B1 and I are on the right track. Listen to Cameron Diaz talk about her situation. And I think she's married to the guy from Good Charlotte? Benji Madden or whatever. I think that's who she's
still married to him?
I believe so.
No shit.
Here is Cameron Diaz talking about her relationship.
By the way, we should normalize like separate bedrooms.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. About it. If you're true, you're like, I would just meet in the...
That's the to
By the
me,
way-
like I would literally like I have my house, you have yours, we have the family house in the middle. I will go and sleep in my room, you go sleep in your room. I'm fine.
Can I tell you something?
And we have the bedroom in the middle that we can convene in for,
This is
our
going to be a bad
relationship.
headline. You should not.
I've already said it.
Yeah, she's already
I've already said it.
No,
I
I
should
will
tell you something up before. But by the way, I don't
nothing
feel
wrong
that
with
way now because my husband is so wonderful. I had said that before I got married.
Oh, no.
So it was hard to tell which one was which because they all started talking over each other at some point. At that point, but seemingly they agree that it works, and it makes me laugh because I think the only reason it's in the news is because so many people think it's still so weird that people do it, and I think it's just starting to become a little bit more commonplace than people realize. And if it works, it fucking works. So what's the big dealio? You know what I'm saying? So, Mikey. George, before we were talking to George, we got off track with him a little bit, but hey, that's fine. I wanted to talk about, finish talking about some football before we take a quick break. We have to get our picks in for the week. Here is the AFC playoff picture right now after the Cleveland Browns won last night. They are 11-5, looking very good right now. There are 7 total available playoff spots. 3 have been clinched. The Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins, who the 2 of them are going to be playing each other this week. And then the Cleveland Browns, who just beat the Jets last night, have clinched their playoff spot. So there are 4 open spots left. We got the Chiefs and the Jaguars leading their divisions. And then left over for the wild card, we have the Bills and the Colts. And then some teams that have mathematically still a chance to make the playoffs, the last 4 or 5 teams here. We'll see if any of them have a chance to make it, but to me, it looks like I was looking at some probability and some numbers. I mean, it really is looking like it's going to be the Bills making their way in there as the 6th, and then I know you hate hearing that, but then that last spot is really going to be up for grabs. And if I had to put money on it, I would put my money on the Pittsburgh Steelers, just because you know how.
That's what I was going with too. A good playoff experience, Tomlin.
Yeah,
just everything all together. Pickens just went off. They could have some connection right there.
Yep. So yeah, it's almost like the Steelers at the end of the season always kind of start figuring things out. And I don't know if Pickett's going to be back or not, but Mason Rudolph seems to have a pretty good grasp of their offense. I mean, he's been riding the bench for so many years. So there you go. That's the playoff situation this week. Big playoff. Home field advantage, first seed, all on the line basically this week with the Ravens and the Dolphins, and when they play.
That's going to be an exciting game. That's a playoff game already.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'm looking forward to watching them and seeing who. I mean, that's going to be. I don't know. We'll talk about it here when we get to our picks. But here you go. Here's the NFL playoff picture, or NFC playoff picture. Excuse me. You'll see that the 49ers are on top. We have another team that made their way in this week. The Lions with their big win. They clinched. They are first in the NFC North. So we got 3 teams that have clinched their division wins, and then down at the bottom there.
Lions have not lioned yet.
No, so far they still have a chance to get home field advantage, get the first seed. So it could be that would be pretty cool if the whole NFL had to go through Detroit for the Super Bowl, or go through Cleveland and go through Detroit. The fucking rating, the networks would lose their fucking minds, but but it'd be pretty cool for us. So, and what I found so crazy about this one was the Bears at 6-9 actually have a 1% chance to make it in. Now, basically, they have to win, and every other team basically on this board has to lose for them to get in. But there is actually a chance for them to get in this into the playoffs.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance. I know Austin was my daughter's boyfriend was born in Chicago. I think he has a little bit of affinity left over for them, but they are. Yeah, so the Bears might make the playoffs. So maybe his NFC team will. Maybe that's his NFC team that will make it in. Blue Wolverine is going ham down there with his one pride emoji that I made for him. Totally do. They've earned it. You gotta like the Lions too. I like the way they play football. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest Jared Goff fan for whatever reason. Even though he's good, I'm not questioning his talent. There's just something about the dude. I think it's because he's got a hot ass swimsuit model wife that I just don't think he deserves. So.
He looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
Hey, he's an NFL quarterback, millionaire with a wife. We're just being haters. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Here are our 2023 NFL season Week 17 picks. Last night, Mikey and I both picked correctly.
We went on a run again of the same picks.
Yeah, we did pretty good here, and then starting things off, and then it starts to slow down as it progresses throughout the. And then it picks back up at the end. But there's a couple we don't agree on there. In the middle. So let's kind of go through the games. The Cowboys and the Lions. The Cowboys are great at home. That's the reason I ended up going with the Lions. They seem to be a different team when they play there. The Cowboys seem to be a different team when they play at home. So I do think that they are going to take out the Lions this week. And because their defense is also pretty damn good. And they like to intercept the ball. And Jared Goff likes to throw interceptions. What do you think, Mike? Are you picking? I see. Oh, so Mike, we put his picks in already. Why are you going with the Cowboys?
Pulling up. I'm going with the Cowboys just because I don't want to see the Lions get the first overall pick.
Picking with your heart.
The Lions. I am picking with my heart a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not sold on the Lions being as good as everyone says they are. They're in a lot of close games that they shouldn't be in. Goff has had the turnover bug the last couple of weeks a little bit. They've kind of squeaked some victories out. They're just not they're one of those teams that I think blew their load at the beginning of the season.
Okay. Next up, we have the Patriots visiting the Bills. An AFC AFC East matchup. I think the Bills. What's that?
I said, AFC East.
The Bills, I believe, are going to win this game. You never can tell with the Bills and the Patriots. They always have kind of weird games when they play each other. And for whatever reason, the Bills have been weird this year, so you never know what to expect. But the Patriots, even though they had that big win, was it last week, where they come from behind win, I don't see them beating Josh Allen and the Bills this week.
No, I mean, I can see them playing spoiler, though, to be honest with you. Circle this game as my trap game of the week.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I really do. I think Belichick really has a disdain for Buffalo, and if there's any chance that they can go in there and play Rooner in any way,
they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see what happens there if Belichick can get the win. As we move on to Atlanta facing the Bears, they're headed into Chicago. We both went with Chicago in this one. Even though Atlanta is fighting for a playoff spot, we both ended up going with Chicago on this one, surprisingly. I was conflicted about it. If you ask, this would be my trap game because I was on the fence with both of these. I wasn't really sure, but Justin Fields has been playing pretty decent football, so I ended up going with the Bears.
He has been, and that's why I'm going with the Bears as well. I think the Bears have been playing a little bit hot. Their offense is coming together a little bit. They've kind of got that injury bug behind them, which really decimated them for the middle of the season. And the wheels are just falling off in Atlanta. They keep bouncing back and forth between Ritter and Heineke.
Yeah.
I think the mustache is on a hot seat there.
So we'll see what happens in that game. I think the Bears are going to take it. This is another game that was hard to call. We got the Raiders heading into Indianapolis. The running back for the Raiders, I just learned before the show, before I made my pick, is out. What's his name? Josh Jacobs. He's going to be out for that game, I believe, or he's questionable. I can't remember. Leaning towards out. I can't remember what exactly it was. So
he's probably shutting it down.
That could be.
These teams probably are.
Well, they still got a chance to make the playoffs. The Raiders do, so they can't shut it down. They got an outside.
They do. They're in the thick of it.
Yeah, and believe it or not, they got an outside chance to make it in. Another team who's probably going to be making a run and playing spoiler in the playoffs, the LA Rams. They're going to be facing the New York Giants, led by Tyrod Taylor. The Tommy DeVito era has come to an end. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted, but that's it for Tommy Cutlets there. And we're going to be dealing with Tyrod, but he does play pretty well. But I think the Rams, they're starting to peak right now, and I think they're going to do pretty well.
They are hitting their stride as well. There's a couple teams that are surprising. LA, I wasn't, but with Puka and Cooper healthy.
Yeah, Kyron Williams
really
is great
hard
too.
To defend them.
Is he hurt, Kyron Williams? Did he get hurt? Oh no, I'm mixing him up with Charbonnet. Never mind. For whatever reason, I mixed those two up. Next up, we have the Cardinals heading into Philadelphia to face the Eagles. That game should be a blowout. It should be a blowout. You never know with the Eagles lately. They're so unpredictable. I don't look at this as any sort of trap game. I think the Cardinals have packed it all in, and the Eagles should mop the floor here with the Cardinals.
Sorry, I was putting something in real quick before we ended this.
What are you getting a bet in?
I did. I wanted to do one quick bet of all the games that me and you are matched the same on. So I put a quick $5 bet in on a 12-pick parlay.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I just noticed it's 8 o'clock, so we'll rip through the rest of this. Baker Mayfield's going to cook.
With this one too. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's fine. You win Eagles. Baker's going to cook, I think, on this next one. We agreed on that. The 49ers, that's going to be, even though Jacoby Brissett is, I guess he's hurt now too, I think. So it's really going to be, I think Sam Howell is coming back to start this week. So I don't think that will really matter. 49ers should really blow them out. This next game could be kind of weird. CJ Beathard is starting. Trevor Lawrence is going to miss his first game ever. I think he's never missed a game in like Pee Wee, high school, college, or the NFL.
His entire career.
So he's out with the sprained AC joint in his shoulder. But I still went with the Jaguars. I was on the fence with this one, but I think they'll lean on ETN, and hopefully he'll get lots of yards because I think I'll probably be betting on him quite a bit for some tutties this week.
Just hot trash. Just the most garbage team in the NFL this year.
They are pretty bad. They did pull off a couple dubs though, and the Jaguars are kind of limping right now, so you never know what could happen in that kind of game. The game of the week, though, here it is. The Miami Dolphins heading into Baltimore to face the Ravens. This is where you and I split our first disagreement on any of these games. Why do you believe that the Miami Dolphins can beat the Lamar Jackson Ravens?
I think that offense is just too much if they're all healthy and Tyreek's there and Waddle and LeChain. I just think that there's too many options there. If it gets down into a scoring type game, an offensive battle, I just pick the Dolphins over the Ravens of having more weapons.
See, I look at it both ways. Like I think the defense can hang with the Dolphins, and I think their offense right now is fairly unstoppable as far as Lamar Jackson. I mean, he's just making things happen. So I don't think the pass rush for the Dolphins is going to be enough to mess him up. So I think this could be a blowout. I think this could be a game.
Ooh, circle that game for you. This is your potential trap game of the week.
Yeah, I think that the Baltimore Ravens are going to beat the shit out of the Dolphins, actually. I know, what's his name? Mike Florio said that about the 49ers were going to do that to the Ravens. Well, I think the Ravens are going to do that to the Dolphins. I don't want it to happen. Trust me, I want them to lose so we have an opportunity to win out to get the division, but I don't see that happening. Next up, another one we disagreed on. I went with the Texans because I am a CJ Stroud homer, and I know he's going to be back this week. So I ended up going with them. But your guy, Will Levis, is going to be back for the Titans as well. So it could be a battle of rookie quarterbacks this week. So it could be a shootout. These two just throwing the ball up in the air. Probably going to be a lot of interceptions in that game. So that might be a fun game to watch. Next up, another one we disagree on. I'm surprised that you went with the Seahawks over the Steelers. What made you decide that?
I don't know. I was just feeling the sea chicken mood.
The Sea Chickens. That's pretty good. I haven't heard that before. I have a feeling that Watt is going to go off. It's the end of the season. He's looking to make a statement for Defensive Player of the Year. So I think he's going to be eating Geno for dinner the whole game. And that's going to be it's going to be ugly potentially for this. Not ugly. It'll be a close game, but I think TJ Watt's going to be in the backfield a lot. This next game is kind of weird since they decided to bench Russell Wilson in one of the strangest situations for a team. Basically right now, it looks like they're probably going to end up releasing Russell Wilson. And they now, at this point, for all the wins, I saw a stat that he's basically got paid $13 million per win that he's gotten this year, or in his time with the.
If Kirk doesn't end up signing with the Vikings and there's a Russell Wilson floating out there, come on, baby.
That might be fun to watch. See him in purple running around up there and that on that turf. That might actually be pretty fun to watch.
Dropping dimes to Justin Jefferson. Oh.
All his stats are still great, so I think that's an interesting take. We'll see how that plays out in the future. I didn't even consider them as an option. I could just assume that Kirko was probably going to re-sign with them. So interesting. Bengals versus Chiefs. Chiefs need to bounce back. They need to. Yeah. I think they have the playoff fight in them, and I think they're going to start letting that rip here. I don't know if Andy Reid's been holding out all his good stuff, or Patrick Mahomes has, even though they've been going through all those, smashing helmets and yelling at their offensive linemen and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
I do think the Chiefs,
This is a tough one.
It was a little tough to pick this one. It was, but I do think the Chiefs are going to end up taking it in the end. I think they got the moxie in them to be able to pull it together and get the W here. But Browning is a good quarterback, so it'll be interesting to see.
He is.
So we agreed there.
These teams generally got a disdain for one another.
They don't like each other, and they're going to be at Arrowhead this time of year. This is Arrowhead's time of year. So
yep.
But so now I think we're going to have that last game. This is obviously an easy pick for Mikey. I do think that the defense of the Vikings is going to give you a skull there. I do think the defense. God, I
think I actually bet on the Vikings game because we actually. I might have picked it on accident. Oh no!
Oh no! You did.
I did. The Vikings are part of my parlay.
What are you gonna do, man? Well, what are you gonna do? Holy shit! Is that the first time you've ever bet on them?
Yeah.
So, and why do you not do it? Because you're afraid it's gonna affect the outcome of the game, or?
I'm afraid I'm going to win one time, and I'm going to be like, I can always win on the Vikings.
Oh.
The downfall of my life.
Gotcha. You just be betting with your heart all the time. Can't do that. Somebody who's got a big heart, Scott78, he just gifted 5 Another Dumb Show memberships. AAR got one. Nathan got one. Allie Rose got one. Jeremy got one. And Rich got one. So congratulations to you guys. You guys are now all a super League of Dummy members, and we're so happy to have all of you guys. So thank you, Scott78. You are the man. Very happy to have you along. I know he's a big, huge Bills fan, so we'll see him here coming up in a little bit. Or no, we won't see him. I looked down and I saw the person who's going to be coming up in a little bit. Brad, one of the guys who is a member of our Fantasy Football League. He is going to be doing Mikey's McDonald's Challenge tonight. So let's take a quick break. When we come back from break, we'll get Brad on. We will get all of the McDonald's out, and we will see. Mikey, do you remember exactly what my time was? Was it 1817?
1817.
1817. Okay, cool. I thought that might have been what it was.
I always make the joke in my head, the War of 1817.
Okay, perfect. Oh, there you go. Good mnemonic device. That's very good. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's just quit beating around the bush. Guys, if you've not already hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, make sure you do that. I loved getting all those likes from you guys. You guys have been great about it lately, so please keep that up. Hit that thumbs up for me. If you don't have your notifications turned on, please make sure you have those turned on. That way when we go live, you will know when we go live, especially if we're going to do a New Year's thing. You want to know if we go live. After we do the after we do the Mikey's McDonald's Challenge tonight. We're probably going to wrap up a little bit early, and then we are going to come back with a members-only show tonight. We're going to do a gaming show tonight. Mikey and I are going to do some Call of Duty. If I don't know if Pat Wooey's around, if he's still hungover from yesterday's Browns win, but we might be doing that tonight. So some Call of Duty. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to some Madden, but probably likely. Oh, there's Pat Wooey. There he is. We will get to some gaming tonight after the main show. So hit that thumbs up, and we'll be right back on another dumb show with Mikey's McDonald's Challenge. Brad H. trying to take me down. Can he take down the king and my time of 18? What did he say? 1817? 1817. All right, we'll be right back on another dumb show. Sit tight. Okay. Whoa, oh. All right. Welcome back to Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. Thank you guys for joining us here on issue number 157. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. This is what I'm drinking tonight, a little bit of Bogle Cabernet. Get those kids, put them in the other room, whatever you got to do with them. Say, hey, Santa brought you all that fucking stuff. Go play with it in the other fucking room and let mommy and daddy get their little drinky poo and their little mokey poo, okay? You guys go in the other room, do what you got to do. Anyway, no, I hope your kids had a wonderful Christmas as good as mine did. Thanks to all of you guys and my DJ customers, I am lucky enough to have, my kids were lucky enough to have a great Christmas. So thanks to everybody again. I really appreciate it. Mikey, are you as excited as I am for Mikey's McDonald's challenge?
I actually am excited to watch somebody do the challenge this time. It's been a while since we've had it. I don't know if it's just because it's been a while, but I've got some confidence in Brad. I know nothing about him, but I just got a feeling this man's going to come in gun bucking.
Well, Brad is a member. I believe he and his fiance Amy are both members of the league. I do believe. Are we buffering right now?
I haven't seen anything yet.
I just got a weird warning saying that we were okay. Now it's saying it's good. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Brad and Amy, they are engaged to be married. If you guys need a DJ, you know where to find one. I don't know where you guys live, but if you live around here, you know where to find one. Either way, Brad, Amy actually emailed in the beginning of the fantasy football season, trying to saying that I think my fiance Brad is going to win our fantasy football league. So he's
been putting in a lot of homework time, studying.
Yep, he put in a lot of effort out ahead of it, and he drafted very well. And his team actually, along with Pat Wooey's, the two of them have been at the top all year. I think he might have dropped third as the lowest Brad dropped to, and the two of them were just 1 and 2 basically all season. So congratulations to the two of them. They're actually going to be playing in the championship here over the next 2 weeks.
Put on a clinic. I did a lot of talking before this league started about how good I was at fantasy football and how much I was going to come in and I was really going to teach everybody a lesson. And man, did I get served a piece of humble pie.
I didn't talk too much shit, just a little bit, not too much. But it's in hindsight though. I didn't necessarily think I was going to win. But I didn't think I was going to do as poorly as I did. I mean, injury.
Losing JJ for 5 weeks, dude, that's just insurmountable.
Injuries,
6 weeks, whatever it was.
All that stuff. It was a mess of a season for me. So, all right. So Brad is here. He's anxiously waiting. I'm sure he's getting hungry. It's late, so I don't want to keep him waiting any longer. Everybody say welcome, Brad. Oh, real quick, by the way, one note about the fantasy football season. The two of them in their last week, both scored in the last 2 weeks in the last round of the playoffs. Both scored a combined. They each had 257 points. One of them had 257.14, and the other one was 257 flat. So we have two teams that are really evenly matched over the next 2 weeks. So we should have a good final here coming up. But without further ado, let me bring him in. Welcome everybody, Brad H from our fantasy football league. What's up, Brad? How are you, dude? Uh-oh, he just froze. What happened? I saw him move.
Buddy.
I saw him. He moved for a sec, and then there he is. All right, what's up, dude?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. It got a little choppy for a sec, but
I'm just ready. I'll be honest.
Is Amy or someone else on their phone or Wi-Fi or something? You might need to turn off if you have the show running.
Make sure that I'm off.
It might be something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's go as
All
long
right.
as we can, and let's see if we can make it happen here. So, welcome,
He's got a
Brad.
dope setup.
Yeah, I know it looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. I love. We can see all the
Yeah.
food. We've got.
Yeah.
He's got a better setup than both of us had. You couldn't see our food.
I know.
Dropping fucking pickles out of my sandwich into my lap, and this dude sitting here coming in looking like this.
I know.
My job, Brad.
I appreciate the effort,
Hey,
man.
I gotta try to do it right for you guys.
Well, I appreciate it very much.
Great.
I love your sign on the wall back there, the Schlong Tavern. That's very good. That's not your last name, is it?
No. Actually, I got that for Amy for Christmas last year.
That's funny. And she hung it up in the is that the kitchen? Where are you?
Yep, right in the kitchen.
Oh, that's great. I love it. That's my kind of woman right there. You got a good one. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's been super supportive of you. She's actually the one that emailed that said that she kind of roped you into this and talked you into it and said that she thinks you could do it. But
She has a way of doing that.
yes, well, hey, she's supporting you. That's the best thing about it, though. She at least thinks you can do it. So, all right. So, Mikey's McDonald's challenge. You're ready to go. We got how many Big Macs you got there? Let me get this out of the way.
I got the 1, 2.
All right,
Three.
There, I was looking for that
I
last
got
one.
nervous for a second.
All right, cool. Now, was it 2 large
In
fries
the
or
drinks
one?
right over here.
Was it 2 large fries or 1?
One.
Was it 1? Okay, I couldn't remember. I got mixed up. All right, that's right. All right, cool. And then 3 sauces, and then there's your drink there too. So, all right. So let's do this. I know he's he's probably anxious and ready to eat. So I'm going to get the timer up here. Let me get it out and reset it.
Oh, I wish I would have known Brad was doing this. I would have sent in some disgusting videos we could have popped off right quick.
Well,
Really
I do.
set him going.
I have
appreciate you not doing that.
I have an interesting topic that we can talk about, Mikey. Don't worry.
Sweet. I was wondering what we were going to talk about while he's eating.
Yeah. We'll help him eat while he's going. So, Brad, I am going to let me stop this. I'm going to do a test one to make sure I hit it the right way. Okay, so if I hit that and then just hit that, that's how it will start. So, okay, cool. Back to 0. Pause that. All right, Brad, I'm going to count you down, guys. We've got some people that put their votes in. If you are for the times, if you have not put your times in, feel free to go ahead and get those in now.
Oh, no.
Brad, I'm going to count you down from 3. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. The timer has started and Brad is officially underway. It just got choppy. Oh no, it got choppy. What just happened? Brad, don't worry. There he goes. All right, cool. Perfect. Don't worry about it if it gets choppy. We can still hear you. So just roll through it as best you can. Oh, he's off to a good start. He went fries first. And interesting.
First. I know, remember?
Trying to get the dry stuff out of the way.
Too.
All right, so
First too.
You did go fries first too, and I think we thought that was a fatal flaw in your logic. But he said he wants to get.
It led to my BMS, bro. It led to my BMS.
Your bitch made shit. That's right. So Brad hopefully will not have any bitch made shit. He is flying through those fries though. Those must have been some good greasy fries to be able to rip those down that quick. You get a good batch of fries there.
Warm?
Moderately.
They're a little bit cold at the moment, but
okay.
it works.
Lady Di.
Chewing slowed down quite a bit right there.
It is okay.
You got a brick full of fries in there turning to mortar.
Lady Di agrees with us and gives Brad an A+ for his presentation. So very good. Good job, dude. Disaster is saying that Brad looks very hungry. Angelina says this dude's gonna crush this. Disaster also says in 8 minutes DNF. Shark is saying it's going to be 13 minutes. The Jean Queen says it's going to be 16.5 minutes. All right. And Drew S said, going for speed here. Very aggressive start with the fries. I agree. Those fries went down very quickly. That was a very good start.
It's not even going burger yet. He's avoiding the bread.
Wow. Okay, that might be a good idea. There's a lot of bread on those nuggets, though. Bread adds up quick. How you feeling so far, Brad? You look like you're clipping along like it's nothing. Like this is a normal Friday night dinner so far. Just ripping right into
Well,
it.
not quite normal, but close.
Well, yeah, I want to know.
I'm big. I'm not that big.
I love your
gorger like us. You like doing the one meal, fucking 10,000 calories all at once type of deal. You bud smoke.
I couldn't do that.
the OMAD diet. One big one a day.
Oh, if I did that, I'd lose my mind at work.
What do you do for a living?
Auto body, actually.
Oh, okay. A real man's
Like
work.
the other Brad in the league.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's what he does too. That's right. Well, hopefully you don't end up missing a finger like Brad.
Lose your shit and get angry when you don't eat.
Yeah, no, that's good. They gotta, what they're doing, that's like manual labor. You, Mike, you gotta eat during the day too, don't you? Because
No,
you're
never.
out there turning wrenches and shit. I would think that you'd have to be, you'd have to get a snack.
Every morning at like 10:30 to the point where it makes me feel like I'm gonna pass out and I get real nauseous. But by like 10:44, it's gone.
Right on. All right, yeah, not me, man. I get hungry in the middle of the day, and then I just burn and it goes away. I don't get munchies like other people. I'm kind of the opposite. Occasionally I will get them, but very infrequently that I will get munchies.
I get the munchies at night when I'm smoking, not during the day.
Okay. Mikey, you know the comedian Matt Rife?
I do know the comedian Matt Rife.
We've talked about him.
Some hot water recently, and
people are saying that he's done. Like he's canceled himself by doubling down on everything he said. First 10 nuggets are down, so we got fries and nuggets down. Within the first,
I do have a little bit of fries left.
A little bit of fries left. Okay, so that's good. Going to show those. Make sure everybody knows.
I'm not gonna cheat you.
Yeah, they're sticklers, man. They'll call you out if you're cheating. So. Gene Queen said, "Why did we do the countdown clock? We need the regular clock because he might finish after me." Oh, that's it. Well, we'll restart the clock if he doesn't beat my time to see. We'll just add it on to my time. So yeah, we can do a little bit of math there. But that is a good point, Gene Queen. I just thought it would be fun to have the actual countdown timer to see if it could actually hit it. So, but Gene Queen, you're right. We probably should have gone the other way. Good call. I was more thinking along the lines of the goal is to beat my time, and if he doesn't get it by 0, it doesn't count. But we can always restart the timer pretty easily. So I did do it differently than I normally do. So anyway, Matt Rife, we talked about how he is
double down special needs helmet. Like
he was making all kinds of
comedy is trash. His crowd work is great. His doubling down and trolling of the 6-year-old kid and everything else has been fucking top notch.
So you're happy with it? You like the way he dogged out the kid and said your mom's making all the money on OnlyFans and everything?
Yeah, that I liked.
Well, one of the things that he's actually getting canceled for too is supposedly this relationship with this podcast host, this girl named Brooke Schofield, and obviously that's Brad's dog going ham over there. He smells the McDonald's.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's all right. He wants the McDonald's. I understand. Brad is still clipping along, by the way. At a pretty good pace.
No slowdown yet.
It's been literally not even a little bit of a slowdown so far. Pretty impressive display of eating so far, I got to say.
But you do realize, are we noticing the little bit of the glisten on Brad's forehead?
I see the sweat.
Bit of a sweat starting to build up.
The sweat has started.
There's some redness in the cheeks there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
guys getting the sweats.
Well, you mentioned the meat sweats. One of the things that Matt Rife is in trouble for is some comments he made about this Brooke Schofield, who he used to date. Fries gone. Okay, we got all the fries down. We got one pack of 10 nuggets down, and then how many nuggets you got left there?
8.
After this one, 5.
Okay, all right. He's on a roll there. All right, good for him. So he's got 12 minutes to eat 5 nuggets and 3 Big Macs. You're on a good pace here, my dude. I like this. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to end up having to do this again.
Trying to get out ahead of it.
You're doing very good. It's very good. Are you feeling even a little bit like slow at all right now? Is it even any... You look fine. You look fine.
I mean, it's starting to hit me that I got something in my belly, but I can at least make it through the next 2 Big Macs.
All right, no taste sickness so
that
far.
Third
That's
one will
good.
Get tough.
Well, you mentioned the meat sweats, and one of the things with Matt Rife and this girl Brooke, he made some comments about her anatomy. He had said that she has an excessively large vulva, which would be her, the lips down there. Essentially, he said she's got a big plate of roast beef down there. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons. And I have experienced this in my travels as the mayor of Pound Town, self-proclaimed mayor of Pound Town. On some of my tours, over the years, I've come across some of these plates of roast beef, and I got to be honest with you.
Hell yeah, love them.
Oh, so you love them? Okay, now
Yeah,
I'm not.
dip that shit in some au jus, bro.
Well, that's unfortunately what can be the problem with that, is that if they're not properly cleaned, it could almost look like a little bit of special sauce is on there, if you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of the, think about that plate of roast beef.
Yeah, but
kind
at
of
the
a little
same
bit
time,
of
that's fine. I mean, but
little
there's
special.
also there's also nice little tight ones that you peel back the ledge and it smells like a can of tuna that's been left open in your seat for a week and a half.
Well, that's what if it's not properly cared for down there. We got a little breakup. We got a choppy here with Brad. Brad, you still there? Did we lose Brad?
I can hear him drinking.
There, I hear. There you go.
You're just fine.
Caught back in. All right, so it's getting a little choppy. I don't know what's going on. Let me do this. I don't think my heat. Let me do this. I don't think my heat's turned off, so we'll cut back. Mikey, talk for 1 sec. Let me turn my heat off and see if that's what it is. The incoming. If I got too much going on here.
Irish Ronnie thinks that we got him hitting the wall. He's sweating a little bit.
All right, I had a feeling that might have been
that
might be.
and the rest of those nuggets is going to slow him down for sure.
Let's see. All right, we're back. Hopefully that will fix it. I see Brad now has the wide arm stance. That is usually a sign of you giving yourself a little bit of room to make that belly eat. He was leaning back a little bit there, I saw.
The stretch to get everything down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now
Things are definitely expanding.
Okay, now see, there you go. The fries have kicked in. The breading on the nuggets has kicked in. So we'll see how that goes. Now, Brad, have you ever seen a plate of roast beef that looks like it has special sauce on it?
Maybe once or twice.
Now, how did you feel about that? Are you a roast beef kind of guy, or do you prefer yourself a nice peach down there? Mind you, your girl's in the room, so just lie.
Yeah. Why'd you give him the warning, you son of a bitch?
I'm going to say I've got the perfect thing going right now.
There the guy. Good answer. There you go. I put him on the spot with a good answer, though. That was good. Very, very diplomatic. Should be a politician. Very good. All right, so Brad is clipping along. He has slowed down over the last 4 minutes, I've noticed. He was going along at a really good pace. And Mikey, he hit that about 9, just about, I'd say. So that's when things start getting rough. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on with this signal here. It's getting a little choppy, unfortunately.
It is.
Is Brad's heat on? I cranked it up earlier to get ready to turn it off. Oh, man, we've got a major freeze up here. Let's see if I do that, if it does anything. Oh, no. There's going to, I know, I know, Irish Ronnie nailed it. Irish Ronnie.
Oh, he's going.
He's still going. Yeah, I see chewing. Irish Ronnie says, I hate to say it, but this could be contested due to the freezing up. No telling what might have fallen on the floor, just saying. Now, I knew that was going to happen when it started freezing up. That was the only thing I was concerned about. But I feel like Brad's a trustworthy guy. There's nothing more trustworthy than a mechanic or an auto body guy.
We're honest human beings.
That's right. About that maintenance agreement. No.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
All right.
Dead people.
Oh, I'm so frustrated. I don't know why this is getting so choppy. It shouldn't have anything to do. Make sure.
One Big Mac down, 20 nuggets down, large fry down.
Wow, he's on a roll. He's doing good. I'm gonna turn off. Make sure I have nothing connected to my Wi-Fi or anything that could be potentially slowing things down. I don't think it would, but that is the.
So you have experienced some roast beef with some special sauce, some horsey sauce on it.
Oh, spicy when you get some of that horsey sauce. It can get spicy.
The worst part about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get down there and you do it, and then a little bit of it, like, gets on your nose. And then every time you hit your nose for, like, the next 3 hours, you're like, it hits you with one of them, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a smell dingleberry that's in your nose.
Well, there's also that you get it on your tongue, and then it actually like kind of radiates up through the back of your throat into your nose, and you get that kind of like tartar saucy horsey smell going. It's it's
dude,
kind of rough.
Bad. It's like a
Mixed with the earthy meat
like
flavor as
coppery.
well.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It can be a little much. All right. He's on a good pace right now, guys. Right now he has
I never went down on her or anything like that, dude. But when the girl I was dating used to go through her fits of depression and not shower for like 2-3 weeks, bro. Ooh.
Oh, gross. Oh, I couldn't deal with that at all. That's brutal.
It would stank up the whole fucking room, bro. I'd get upstairs, not like not her snatch, just like her general self in general. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I feel so. Brad, right there is a good shot. While we're not choppy, is what he's got done so far. He's got 2 Big Macs left with 5:05 left. Now those are good numbers. And all the nuggets are gone right now, so he's doing a good job showing everything off.
A clean table.
Shannon says, "Bring it home, Brad." Shark says, "Maybe don't do the pick in the pick. See if it doesn't freeze up." Yeah, let's give that a whirl. See if it stays on there. If we just leave it on Brad, if it doesn't freeze up, but if it does, it starts getting.
So I can do my thing.
Okay, 4:35 with 2 Big Macs to go. Uh-oh. Damn it.
Dude. Oh, dude, 2 Big Macs to go. 4
Most
minutes.
of that soda's down too.
Hammering down.
All right, good
I'm
burp.
excited in my chair, Brad.
That's the first burp I've heard so far. I was thinking there'd be a lot more burping. All right, so he's looking at this Big Mac. He's spending a lot of time looking at it before he's
bad clock management right there.
Because we started this 5:05. I remember saying he's got 2 Big Macs left, and in that time he's gotten 1 bite taken so far. So now we are officially down into the red zone with 2 minutes remaining, or 3 minutes and 47 seconds left. But you're in the red zone. Currently, my time is Myles Garrett. You've got the Myles Garrett jersey on. Currently, my time is Myles Garrett chasing you down in the backfield, ruining your chances to score here in the red zone.
Dude, I'm so surprised that he risked wearing a Myles Garrett jersey and eating McDonald's this fast. That was a risk in general. Like, this dude is definitely living on the edge. You should have seen me on Christmas when Shay got his Ravens jersey. I said, you better take that thing off every time you eat for the next forever. Do not ruin that jersey. Santa had to work very hard for that jersey. He wouldn't wear it. He wouldn't be able to wear it while he's eating. Second of all, you can't wear it at Dad's house. Not now, not ever. Yeah. Why? Oh no, I'm actually cool with it because I was the same way when I was a kid. I liked players more than like the teams and stuff. I was a homer for players. What's the matter? You gonna call? No, damn it. Remember I told you that with my J's, I've been putting little bits of shatter or like hash rosin in there. Yeah. I just ashed too hard and I ashed out the fucking all the good stuff. Shatter. Ah man, that sucks. It's okay. You put the cameras back on anyways. They shouldn't smoke the whole thing. That's all right. All right. The hammer is down, is what Shannon wants. Irish Ronnie said this is not going to happen. Dumb keeps the crown. No, dude. He hit a major wall. Yeah. I don't even think he's finishing that 3rd Big Mac. The 2.5 minute mark, it really, really got slow. So we are down to 2 minutes here officially. He's putting the sandwiches down between bites. That's never good. You should be hanging on to that sandwich. That's a lot of extra movement right now, Brad. Now, Brad, are you just feeling
concrete in my mouth?
It gets hard to eat. It does get hard to eat if they didn't put enough of that special sauce on there. Now, special sauce not so good on plates of roast beef. Really good on Big Macs though. So it is, but then you have the problem like I had. They flooded mine with it, and I got flavor sick of the mac sauce. I'll see. Oh, I feel like I had the perfect. Maybe I lucked out because I feel like I had a good ratio. I remember one of them was a little bit dry, but for the most part, I had a good ratio of sauce to McDonald's meat. Where they give a shit about the food they make. No, I went to McDonald's today for the first time in like 2 months, and it was the most filthy, disgusting food I've had in a month or two. Like they just fucking, dude. There was no care. There was nothing.
Like
That's-
I order my double cheeseburgers with no mustard. You add mac sauce, so it should be easy enough, and it's not fucking slattered with sauce, dude. And these motherfuckers put so much mac sauce on it, it's like soup. I open up the package, it's on the outside of the bun. I can't even handle it, dude. I was so fucking pissed. I was looking forward to that McDonald's for like an hour and a half too.
All right,
Like
Brad.
Decide earlier in the day, I'm gonna eat like shit today.
Brad, let's cut to Brad now. We'll give it all to Brad here for the last 30 seconds. Let's see if we'll get a break. We're breaking up a little bit again, but I have a feeling that I will still remain the champion at this point. We're looking. He's getting that soda down here.
Oh yeah, the soda's gone. That's his safety valve.
Oh, look at this
You got
guy. Goes
nothing
for
else?
one last big, huge bite to try to take down that last burger. Now I'm gonna have. It looks like I
on a
am.
good note.
Yeah, Are you doing a Mikey a BMS, or are you gonna try to keep going?
Yeah. BMS.
I can try to keep going.
All right. So the time
Is it legal to have another drink?
Yeah. No, I was chugging lots to drink. Absolutely, you're legal to drink as much as you want. There, no, because that, and in the end, that could actually hurt you. So, all right. So, a round of applause for me for still being the best at this. I mean,
I was trying to clap for Brad. What the fuck?
Oh.
You just got a free clap from me.
So I will give Brad.
Way to go, dude. You killed it, dude.
Was that a
I know you didn't finish.
I couldn't beat his time.
So his shoulder started twitching. So Mikey, do you remember what your time was?
Bitch made shit. Yeah,
Bitch made shit.
20 minutes something.
You shopped at 20 something. Okay,
I didn't
so
finish.
I restarted the timer backwards again, so we will have to do some major math. but we'll get it figured out.
What
Don't
about
worry.
the 2.5, 3 minutes in the middle where we didn't have a timer up?
The timer stayed up the whole
Forget
time.
about that?
What do you mean? The timer
Did
stayed
it?
up? Yeah, the timer stayed up. The
Oh.
screen. Yeah, the timer never stopped. Timer never stopped. Creepy Michelle
The
said.
timer's only been going- all right.
Creepy Michelle said,
For a
did he
minute.
just signal Amy for a drink like a server? Yeah, when you're doing the Mikey's McDonald's challenge, you got to get taken care of there.
Yo,
That's
she
right.
She was ready for it too. That can
She's very supportive.
Quick.
Oh yeah. Amy, you're welcome to pop in and wave and say hi if you want. You don't have to hide.
He said you can pop in and wave and say hi if you want.
I'm nervous.
She says she's nervous.
Oh well, that's understandable. Don't be nervous. I promise we don't bite. And there she is.
Hey.
Hi, Amy. Thank you for being
Hi.
such a big fan. I appreciate it.
I can't hear anybody, so
She hear any of it because of the earbuds
Oh,
in,
yeah,
but
I-
they said thanks for being such a fan.
absolutely.
Right on. Let's see here. Brad, don't feel like you have to finish. I don't want to force anybody. If you feel like you're going to get sick or anything, or you're worried about your cholesterol, don't worry. I won't feel bad if you decide to call it quits early. Yeah, big
I'm gonna
ups
at
to
least get through this burger.
big ups to Amy for getting that soda so quickly. I mean, being on it, I'll give her credit for that.
Yeah, that
That's
was a
great.
quick turnaround time
That's-
right there.
that's
All
real
he
deal
did-
shit.
He didn't even have to ask for anything. He just gave her the signal.
One of these.
Too.
Let me
I
get
wonder if,
one.
Like, the low hand is one of the Dr. Peppers. High hand is like Coca-Cola. She's got it down. Bro.
This is beer. He starts doing one of these. That means he wants a beer.
Yeah, the hand signals are down. The wifely sign language is there.
Very good. Very good. That's fun. Jean Queen says your fiance is very cute, so that's nice. Big ups there.
Thank you.
Right on. When are you guys planning on getting married? Still figuring that out?
Honestly, we've looked at a place or two. Want to look at some more. Her business and what I do are very busy at the same time, which is winter, so it's made it a little hard to look into anything too deep here lately.
Gotcha. Well, if you guys need either way, even if you like, I don't know if you're doing this if you're getting a DJ or you're considering me or whatever. Either way, I'll shoot me an email, kind of places you might be considering, and I'll give you kind of I've worked at like over 100
Absolutely.
venues around here, so just let me know what your kind of types of venues you're considering and things like that, and maybe high end or budget, middle budget, whatever. And you don't need actual numbers, but just kind of what you're leaning towards. and then I can kind of give you some educated
Burger.
information
I
on what
know
I'm
you can
thinking.
do it.
Uh-oh, that froze on a potential puke, I think. Oh, that's good stuff. All right, are you? Do you think you can get the last one down? I don't want to force you into it. Don't feel like you're. She says you got
Oh,
this.
man.
Mike's forcing him into it. Yeah,
I can hear it. I love
I
it.
know she keeps telling me, but
I love
Sleeping
it.
on the couch if you don't finish that burger.
That's funny. I think he's
I
calling
might be
it.
on the
So
couch.
hard when you're-
then.
yeah,
I
when
think
you're-
I'm
when
gonna
you're-
have to go.
Are you officially calling it?
Yep.
All right.
that-
He's,
Yeah, dude. When you're not eating,
There's
for
so much
anything
just
anymore
as
and the
turning
time's
into
already
com-
done,
yeah, I know. I can't last. Matter of good time.
oh, he's getting choppy. All right. So let's see. I ended at 1334 here. So that means oh boy, there's a lot of math here. 4.
32.
So here, let me do this. Let me just write these numbers down. Secret ADS, can you write these numbers down? What was my total?
31.51.
You did the math on that already? Well, no, don't.
Wait,
It got
no,
to.
I did 13 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's why I knew you got to do math on it. So either way, let's give Brad a round of applause.
Oh, I can't do that.
Thanks
Mikey.
for having me on.
Oh, dude, it's been a pleasure. You did a
Dumb.
fantastic job.
My hat's off to you.
And the apple pie.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the props. I appreciate it very much. And how are you feeling about your chances against Pat Wooey in the fantasy league this week?
I mean, I already beat him in week 8.
True story. True story.
The problem is I have no quarterback.
Who was your quarterback?
I had it was Russell Wilson and Sam Howell.
Oh no, Sam Howell's playing though.
So is he now?
Yeah, they what's his name? Jacoby Brissett has an injury. I think he pulled his hamstring or his quad or something like that. And I'm pretty sure Sam Howell's starting.
Okay, I heard he strained it, but I didn't know if he was in or out. I got Easton Stick starting right now.
Oh
dude,
man.
Go with Jared
Yeah.
Hall. Go with the Vikings, bro.
He
Let
put
the
a-
Vikings win you a Super Bowl.
Is he on the fantasy?
I mean, I would, but I seen how they did for you.
Jared Hall hasn't played that well yet. He hasn't played yet. He just got hit one time 4 plays in and got
That's
a
true.
concussion and died. So
Well, that's a dice roll on a guy in his
And
first
I
game.
think Easton got 15.5 points last week.
yes.
Oh, okay. Who are they
Houston
playing?
plays
They're
outright.
playing the Broncos, right?
For the Chargers, yeah.
Broncos.
I'd have to
Okay.
look.
I think they're playing the Broncos. Actually, I can tell you right now. Actually, hold on one sec.
Yeah, they are. It's a
Yeah,
tough
they're playing
matchup.
Broncos. Yeah, Mikey and I both
No.
picked the Broncos to beat them in that one.
Yeah, I'll
So-
have to look into if there's any other options.
Other than
Man.
Sam,
Both those guys going down killed me.
yeah. Well, either way, even Sam Howell against the 49ers could be ugly for you, dude. So
Yeah.
he could be in trouble. Pat Wooey's sitting back with his feet up right now with Josh Allen. So, but you never know. Maybe Josh Allen will throw a couple pick sixes, and you might end up pulling out a dub. So, and who knows what'll happen next week? You got 2 weeks, so you never know.
Worst case scenario, I'm going to get
Just-
second, but
Did somebody in our league pick up Joe Flacco?
I think
I'd
so.
imagine
I didn't
so.
see him available.
Okay, I didn't even know. To be honest with you, I haven't even considered
looking
it
now.
at this point. So, yeah, I didn't even.
Yeah, someone's got him.
Someone got him. That smart move's probably Pat Wooey.
Yeah.
Knowing him, he makes lots of moves. Made a lot of moves this year. So,
Yeah,
all
he
right,
does.
Brad and Amy, thank you to both of you for being such big fans and participating in particular. Thanks for putting yourself through hell for the show. We appreciate it. You could give that Big Mac over to her, let her eat that, and sit back and enjoy your apple pie.
I'm good.
Thanks.
All right, my dude. Peace out. Thank you so much for coming on the show, dude. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, that was awesome. So I remain the king, ladies and gentlemen. I did too. I
For a
got.
second. You were shaking in your boots. I seen it.
You saw me getting nervous. You saw me thinking to
Yeah.
myself, I'm gonna have to do this again.
You
Because
were thinking, this son of a bitch, man. I got other food challenges I want to do. Now I've got to go fucking go back and take care of this clown.
there
That's
was
exactly what you were thinking.
there was a small part of me that was thinking to myself, I was like, you know what? I have not had McDonald's in a while. What if
You're
I
about
just
to do it right now.
What if I just Uber Eats it right now and beat this motherfucker on the fucking members
Yo,
only?
that would have been the fucking flex of the year right there. Like, word. You know what? Give me 20 minutes.
Hold my beer. So, all right, cool. That was fun, man. He did a good job, though. I really was he started. I gotta say, I think starting with the fries is a fatal flaw. Because when Jason and Austin did it, because now let's see, you've done it, you started it.
Yeah.
Austin has done it, my daughter's boyfriend. Jason has done it, a fan, a league member, and now Brad. So we've had 4 people attempt it, and 4 people have failed at it. And let's see, where was I going with that? Totally forgot what I was going to say. So, by the way, Mikey's McDonald Challenge still open. Can somebody take down the king? I think that's where I was going with it. Nobody has even finished it other than me, right?
No, you're the only one to finish it.
That's crazy. I feel like I could have added another Big Mac too when I was done. Like I don't remember.
You're at a different level than all of us.
I guess so. Maybe I am.
I just need to accept that. We really do need to find you other YouTube people to have food challenges against. Like you could go up against these people, I think. Maybe.
I do want to try that $100 Chipotle challenge because I love Chipotle. I love me some fucking Chipotle. It's just so expensive. But if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to dump it,
$100, why not?
Oh man, that might be fun. I think that's something I'll do. I don't know how long. I'm trying to think how long that would take. Because that guy did it and he produced it and recorded it ahead of time and then posted it. So I have no idea how long that actually took that guy to do it. And his video that he posted was probably 20 minutes. Is your cat jumping on your table or something?
No, I was just kicking it with my foot.
Oh, I was like, what is going on right now? I was like, because I started bouncing with. No,
ADD.
I felt myself start to bounce with it. All right. Let's see. Shark says, oh shit, I forgot that I can eat McDonald's again. Say goodbye to that dub at another dumb show. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so Shark's talking shit now.
Shark's talking shit.
Shark just had like 8 teeth removed. I don't know how he's gonna do it with 8 teeth. Remember
he's gonna gum that shit and he just deep throat it? Oh no.
That's gonna be hard, man. All right. So I think that is going to
Just jelly. That's Mikey's big D hitting the table. You're goddamn right, girl.
There you go. Oh, by the way, she was in there giving you love for your man bun. The people were loving when you had the hair up in the man bun. So good for you, dude. Good look.
It's the first time. It was the first time I've broke it out. I haven't worn it out in public yet or anything like that. I get out of the shower and it's like too hot still from taking the hot shower, so I have to get the hair off my neck.
Right. I think put that mic over. That's why it sounds weird. There you go. Sorry, I couldn't figure. You sounded like you were a million miles away, and I just now noticed the microphone was.
That's why. Yeah, I move it when I'm smoking weed.
Smoking
lavender.
That makes sense. You got to learn to do the side puff. Oh, that's a good Elvis lip. Good for you. All right, so guys, I think that is going to wrap things up for our main show tonight. We are going to. What I'll do is I'm going to shut off the show. We'll end here, and then what I'm going to do is I got to reboot my whole vMix system in order to set up the video game thing, because that is
shit.
It's actually just literally I got to it's just you pick one file, but it just takes forever to shut it down and load it back up because it's a lot for the computer to do. So Brad said, by the way, he's in the chat, he said that challenge is no joke. I underestimated it for sure. So man. I'm feeling good about this. All right, so Mikey, I'm going to let you go start rolling up whatever you got to roll up for the members only, because we get down on the members only. I love you, dude. I'll see you over there in a minute.
Love you too, buddy.
Those of you who are Super League of Dummy members or Team Dumb Ultimate fans, you guys will be able to come hang out with us on the members only show that we're going to do here. It's going to be a gaming show tonight, so if you're not into gaming, obviously it won't be for you. But if you just want to come kick it and watch and see what it's all about, if you never watched a gaming show before, then maybe you'll enjoy yourself. I don't know. But I think Mikey and I are going to play Call of Duty. I don't know if my boys are going to be on. If my boys are on, we might try to grab them too because they are badass mofos, and we'll just be winning match after match. My son the other day, I believe on Team Deathmatch, got over 80 kills in one round. The kid is out of control good at Call of Duty. Like, it's insane. So maybe I'll shoot him a text, see if he wants to jump on with us and do a little bit of gaming with us. So if you guys are into Call of Duty, if you're into gaming, you will enjoy the members only show. If you are not into that, you will not enjoy it. So but that's all there is to it. So I want to thank everybody for coming to hang out tonight. Thank you guys for coming and spending most of your 2023. I know we started a little bit late this year, but it was so nice of you all to, we have so many members. It is fantastic. I feel like the show, over the last, I know we were off a lot during November and off a bit during December, but I feel like the past few months of shows, we've had some great shows here, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So again, I'm going to cry. Ooh, 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 lock it up, baby. No, seriously. I'm just overwhelmed at all the support I've had over the last year. I'm just thankful for it. So I hope we continue to grow with all of your support and you guys sharing the show and your likes and all that good stuff. We will continue to grow. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys so much for all of your support. And I'm crying like something's ending here, but the year is ending. But this is just the kind of dude I am, and I've had a little bit of wine, so I'm just emotional, and I'm nostalgic this time of year, and I'm just grateful, just very grateful. So pull it together. Thanks to all of you. I really appreciate it. So we're going to wrap up the main show. We're going to head over to the gaming show. And if you've not already hit the thumbs up on tonight's video, I would greatly appreciate it if you do that. If you're not subscribed to the show, please take a second to subscribe. If you're like sitting there going, I watched this show and I want to talk in the chat, but I can't talk in the chat, it might be because you're not subscribed. Once you subscribe, 10 minutes later, you will be able to talk in the chat. And then from there, if you want to watch our members only show, you have to actually hit the join button and become a member. Go to the homepage, the youtube.com/anotherdumbshow. Hit join on there. And once you join, there are 3 different options. Tiers 2 and 3 give you access to the members only show. And we would love to have you over there. Like I said, wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys. So that's why we do the members only show. So hopefully we'll see you there. In the meantime, I am leaning towards doing a New Year's Eve show. I don't have any plans. I have not talked to B1 about it. I don't know what she's doing. The boys are going to be doing something with their mom. And I am officially leaning towards doing a New Year's show. So Irish Ronnie with the superfan donation there, he said, make that New Year's show happen, brother. So like I said, I am leaning towards doing that. So that was actually Irish Ronnie's 5th super chat that he's put in there. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So I'm going to wrap things up, and I will see you guys on the members only show here in just about, I don't know, within the next 15 minutes, I'll have it up and running. So make sure your notifications are on. Happy New Year to you all. For those of you, because we'll probably be doing a members only show, to be honest with you, for the New Year's episode. So if you're not already a member, I would recommend having that, purchase your membership, $2.99 a month. It's all it costs. If you're not going out for New Year's, I think $2.99 is a pretty good deal for a little hangout show. So that is going to wrap things up for us tonight on the main show. I will see you guys in about 15 minutes. I'm out of here. See ya. Happy New Year.